One day, a deaf man was driving along the road, and he became hungry. All the restaurants on the strip looked monotonous, and he wanted to try something new. When finally, Burger King caught his eye. He dreamed of himself, dining like a king, with a hamburger in his hand, and with people watching him adoringly. After his little daydream was over, he decided to pull into the Burger King parking lot. Looking through the glass doors, he could see that the place was poppin'. There was no way he could get out and get into the park. There was no way that he could get in and out very quickly because of the long lines, and so he decided to go through the drive-thru instead. After looking at the menu for a moment, he decided to go ahead and order. But to his dismay, he realized that this drive-thru was not for deaf people. A small machine box had a voice speaking through it, and so he decided to order through that, giving it his best shot. He wasn't sure how well he did, but he decided to move ahead anyway. The woman at the window noticed a bunch of scribblings on the board to let her know what the order was, and when I came to the window, I indicated to her that I was deaf. She proceeded to talk to me like I hadn't said anything. I indicated to her once more that I was deaf, hoping that that would help. Instead, what she did was she unscrewed the microphone cap and tried to speak into it. Once more, I pointed to my ears to tell her, "Hey, I can't hear you." What she did instead was she took the microphone volume and turned it up all the way, blaring it. She just wasn't getting it, so I tried to show her one more time that I was deaf. This time, she took the microphone volume, blasted it to over 200%, and spoke into the microphone. The windows shook. My hair flowed behind me. The vibrations were overwhelming. I stared at her in disbelief. "I'm deaf! Can't you see?" I yelled at her, or I showed her. The woman was dumbfounded. Then, a person walked over with a wig and large glasses, began to bawl out the cash register. And the cash register didn't know what to do. The woman at the window was frantic. Finally, when the manager looked over to see me in the car and I gestured that I was deaf, they understood. The manager then turned to me and began signing, telling me that they had deaf parents, and then started to apologize for the miscommunication, offering him recompensation. After I gave him my order, he gave me the food, and I went on my way. After a harsh word from the manager, the woman at the window continued on once again. Unfortunately, the woman forgot to turn the microphone volume back down to its original setting. And so as she spoke into the microphone, once again the windows shattered. The sound was incredibly loud. Everybody writhed in their seats. She walked off unsuspectingly.